To decode the Bill.com API SDK. Start by understanding the basics of the Bill.com API and its SDK. The Bill.com API allows developers to access and manage accounting and billing data, while the SDK provides a set of tools and libraries to simplify the integration process. First, register for a Bill.com developer account and create an application to obtain a client ID and client secret. These credentials are required to authenticate API requests. Next, choose a programming language and install the corresponding Bill.com API SDK. The SDK provides a range of APIs for managing bills, invoices, payments, and vendors. To decode the SDK, start by reviewing the API documentation and exploring the available endpoints and parameters. For example, to retrieve a list of bills, use the getBills endpoint and specify the required parameters such as the company ID and date. Range. When making API requests, ensure you handle errors and exceptions properly. The SDK provides error handling mechanisms, such as try-catch blocks, to catch and handle exceptions. Additionally, use logging mechanisms to track API requests and responses for debugging purposes. To authenticate API requests, use the client ID and client secret to obtain an access token. The access token is then used to authenticate subsequent API requests. The SDK provides methods to handle authentication and token refresh. Best practices for decoding the Bill.com API SDK include using secure protocols for API requests, such as HTTPS, and validating user input to prevent security vulnerabilities. Additionally, use the SDK's built-in methods for handling pagination and filtering to optimize API requests. By following these steps and best practices, developers can effectively decode the Bill.com API SDK and build robust integrations with the Bill.com platform. The key to successful integration is to thoroughly review the API documentation, use the SDK's built-in methods, and handle errors and exceptions properly.